Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So hold on, let me get my YouTube pulled up on my phone so I can see you guys' comments. My iPad's charging right now. So hold on, UbiTubi on Ruby. And let's see, my channel. Chop Shop, there it is. All right, there we go. All right, so it was kind of cool. Yesterday, I decided to stop at Target. Hey, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Thanks for joining us. And I heard everyone saying Target's got a ton of sales for different He-Man figures. I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and I will check it out myself. And so I went there and I found another Point Dread for $24 off. And I thought, well, that's a good deal. I don't need another Point Dread, but I decided to get it anyway so I could take and customize this, maybe add some lights to it, something else, and have some fun doing some cool stuff. So I picked up another Point Dread. It was incredible how much off it was to get it. And I thought, what the heck, I'll go and get it. But anyway, back to this figure, this cool X-Men figure. Hey Dwight, thanks for joining us. I saw someone online take a Tila figure like this, Tila, and use this figure's head on there, do some blue and yellow paint, and made an Ariel custom figure from Thundar the Barbarian. And I thought, oh, that looks really cool. So, of course, you know, everyone was asking, whose head is that? And he didn't know as he bought the head used on eBay. And someone said, oh, I know what figure that is. That's the Monet figure. I'm like, oh, cool. So I went and found it. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Paula, thanks for joining us. So I decided to pick this figure up on Amazon. I should have put a link. Sorry, you guys. And I bought her mostly for one purpose, and that is her head, because her head looks so awesome online. But I don't know exactly what I use it for. As you guys know, I've used different heads, different figures, like this one right here for my upcoming stop motion. This used to be CoverGirl, and I used the head from this X-Men figure here. Oh, and I forget her name. And it added Wolverine's cowboy hat, and she looks so cool. And then this head here on Tila is actually the retro Scarlet Black Widow figure. And then I made the cowboy hat myself by 3D printing it. And I think that looks pretty cool too. So I'm thinking to myself, and I've also bought, as you guys know, the Cuckoo Sisters just for the heads. And made this cool custom with the Cuckoo Sisters head. And so it's always good to find these heads of figures that you can use later on for customs. Because for some reason, I don't know why it is, when they make female figures, sometimes they just don't get the heads right on a lot of figures. And so it's nice to have that options. I mean, like, oop, oh, almost knocked over the whole palace. Like this head right here is just not the greatest. It's okay, but her mouth looks kind of strange. And sometimes things go weird with female heads on action figures. So I'm kind of glad, as you guys also know, I stole G.I. Joe's head for my Tila. So as you guys know, I like to have extra female heads sitting around just so I can do some cool customs. So let's go with that. Let's go ahead and open her up and see what she looks like. Hey, Hyperdelic, thanks for joining us. Hey, Jay, thanks for being here. Did she copy powers like... Oh, I don't know what her powers are. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know who you are. I just saw the head on a custom figure and thought, that looks cool. That's funny. Plastic-free packaging. And so I was a little worried because when I first got this, the side of the box was opened, and I thought, oh, great, it's going to be missing parts. I thought, well, as long as she has her head, I'll be fine because that's what I'm after. So it does have the build-a-piece part. the build a figure, make a figure, whatever. Looks like it's a green leg of some green monster creature. 2 toes. Oops, and also had extra hands too. Dun, dun, dun. So let's take a look at her. Now I'm afraid that her head might be relatively small because it's a small figure. So we'll see if we can actually use this head on other figures. All right, and not disappointed. That is one cool looking head. Of course, as you guys know, I love the long hair, so it looks really cool with the long hair. The figure itself's okay. Let's go and do a breakdown of it. Oh, hold on. That's what I get for using my phone for a live feed. And so she has ankle articulation, double jointed knees, the thigh cut, upper hip movement, her waist moves. Her belt is loose. And this sounds funny, but I really like it when accessories like this are loose. I don't know why. It just adds an extra little cool appeal to it. The upper part of her chest is loose. Not loose, but articulation point. Then she has shoulder joints, and she has a shoulder cap on here. And I like the way they made this, so you can still move the arm up and not have it in the way. But yet it can still come down and make a nice capped armor piece. So that is really cool. And then double jointed elbows over here. And the wristband. And she got a little X-Men symbol right there. And of course on her belt and on her zipper. And there we go. There is her parts. So let's go ahead and scoot all these female figures aside that I have piled up to try her head on. And let's get her head off. Off with her head. Alright. There we go. Into the hot water. No! I thought the Ariel custom figure looked so cool. And what a good choice in order to make that Ariel figure was his head on this from this figure. They also made a Thundar, which the Thundar was okay. They made an Uglu. I forget his name now. The monster creature, it's all furry. And it looked okay too. But the Ariel looks spectacular. Now one thing I'm going to notice is her skin tone is a little darker. It's going to be a little harder to match that skin tone. And I was thinking about a figure I might want to use this on actually. But the figure I was thinking about already has a good head. So I'm not sure if I really want to replace it or not. And that is the new upcoming figure from Gargoyles. Elisa, I think her name is. But she already has a pretty good head, so I don't know if I need to replace it or not. So let's take a look. Evelyn's skin tone will not match, unfortunately. I don't think I have any figures that are that dark in skin tone, which stinks. Of course, hers is too dark. Let's just see how she looks on there. I know it's too dark, but I'm just curious how it looks on there. I may have to tint one of my figure's skin tones to match. Andrea! Oh, you're headless now. Oh. That goes way down too far. Burp, burp, burp. So that head is relatively small. It's a lot smaller than I expected. You can see the difference. So really, this head is not going to work as well as I thought on the larger figures. Let's go ahead and try T-la-la. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, T-la-la. Which is what the guy used her on online. So it's going to take some modding because it goes down too deep. So you're going to have to take some O-rings and stick them on there to raise it up. Otherwise you're going to lose that neck. That's going to look kind of weird. Bummer, bummer, bummer. So whatever figure I use her on, she's going to have either no skin showing or have the skin with some sort of wash to bring out a darker tone. All right, so I'm going to make this video quick because I do have a call that just came in that I do need to get to. So anyway, that's why I bought this figure, which is that one purpose only. And it stinks I don't have a good figure to put her on. This is an awesome looking head, but it's just so small. It will not work very well with classics, unfortunately. Anyway. Yes, Thundar the Barbarian was an awesome show. It was a fun cartoon. Let's see, I just remember her from the first few issues of Generation X, but that was around the time I stopped collecting comics. What if inside is a rock? That would stink once on Soto. Let's see. Lex Lorraine said no, but she legit was like Superman, Professor X, and Emma Frost all in one. Wow. Crazy. All right. And again, Weird Fantastic Toy Ventures. Tell your wife Paula I said hello back. And thanks again for the extra little boost there. I appreciate it. The new Orko looks good. I don't know about that. Not a fan of his white skirt piece around him. I do like the new Gwildor, though. He looks pretty cool. We'll check him out. And then later on, of course, we'll look at Evil Lyn. Not in this video. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I know it was kind of short and sweet. I just ripped her head off, and that was about it. But I can't find a body for her. I wonder. Oh, nope. I was wondering if the skin tone was close enough, but nope. Different shade. I thought that head would look awfully small on there. I think she's about the same skin tone as the Rock. Hold on, I gotta find the Rock really quick to see how she'd look on there. It'd just be funny. Just to be funny, man. Oh, nope, different skin tone. Let's go ahead and dunk the Rock in there. Because someone said, what if there was a Rock in the box? Well, let's go ahead and see what that would look like. You're thinking, that's not the Rock I was thinking of. Plus the weird cat feet. Yes, I'd have to change the legs of the boots or something. Dun dun dun. That looks horrible. Oh. There we go. Custom figure complete. Yeah, that head just looks way too small. So there's not a lot of options for this head. Like I said, you're going to have to change the skin tone of every figure you put it on. And then afterwards, of course, only use it on a small figure. That's a bummer. But I gotta admit, the actual figure she comes with does not look too bad. Yeah, I should just leave her as is. Just do a little modification on here. All right. Thanks, Dwight. All right, you guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and you won't stick the Rock's. You know, that's what nah. I gotta stick the. Actually, just put the Rock's head on Tila. Whoop. I don't know why it's funny. Sitting here cracking up by myself. I crack myself up. All right, you guys. Until next time. Good. Look how cool it's the long carpet. Whoop. The long walk to the throne. Bye now. Good journey.